What's up, otakus? It's your tour guide here. We're going through the Elite 8 comic cover battles. These are the final 8, again, chosen by you, the viewers, and we have great matchups here. It's kind of bittersweet as we get to the end here. I hope you're enjoying the college basketball tournaments. I know I am, and I hope these comic cover battles are a good supplement to your college basketball viewing. Now, one thing about these Elite 8 matchups is that what we're going to do is we're going to post on our Instagram channel tomorrow. That's March 26th, Saturday. You're going to be able to go onto Instagram at Otaku Tour Guide and vote through the stories as well. So if you go to the stories on my Instagram page, there'll be a poll set up and you can simply vote for your favorite covers there tomorrow on my Instagram channel. Or you can vote as soon as this video goes up. And so I think we're gonna do about 2 days through Sunday worth of voting. And what we'll do is we'll tally up all the votes in the comments here on the video, as well as tally up the results of the Instagram story polls. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Let's get right to the battles. Okay, so we got Electra Assassin #1, Bill Sienkiewicz versus ASM 301, Todd McFarlane. 2 white covers here, the red pops, color pops. You've just got very different styles. You've got, more artistic versus a more typical kind of comic sketch ink coloring sort of format. Now, I've been, again, these have been pretty much consistently my 2 choices throughout the tournament. So now that they're finally matched up and against each other, it's a really hard pick because I love the Bill Sienkiewicz cover. I love the Bill Sienkiewicz cover. I think it's just really just one of the best covers. But surprisingly, this Spider-Man cover has been pretty popular amongst the voters, and it surprised me in some of the battles there. So if we're to go with one, I'm gonna have to go with ASM 301 for this matchup. Now, the reason I chose this cover is it's an iconic image. It's really, I think, when you talk about the legend of McFarlane, this is the cover that, kind of established him as one of the best in the business. So, he was already doing a lot of work, getting recognized for his amazing work on Spider-Man. But this 300 and 301, I think, just solidified that status. And so, yeah, when you compare it with the Sienkiewicz cover, the Sienkiewicz cover, I know he's done a lot more, iconic covers and pieces. So he's just got a broad range of that similar type of work. So I don't think you can make the claim that the Electra Assassin #1 is his iconic cover. So when you just compare sort of the notoriety of each artist's work, you got to just tip your cap to McFarlane for this amazing cover. And it's nice to look at. It's so subdued compared to the 300, which is really, this is an homage to that previous cover in the run. So that's our selection. All right, let's go to the next battle. These are going to be pretty quick. We've got ASM 252, the first appearance of the black suit, versus X-Men 141, John Byrne goodness, one of the classic stories, Days of Future Past. This is another one where I've pretty much, consistently voted for these 2 covers. Although, I've got to say the X-Men 141, it's gone up against a few Jim Lee covers, and I did pick the Lee covers, but you, the fans, outvoted me in some of those battles, and you, the fans, have consistently driven this John Byrne classic cover through to the Elite Eight. So, you know, as great as these two covers are and as difficult to pick as it is, the same reason I chose ASM 301 in terms of just the iconic images, I think the introduction of the black suit, you know, what launched the black suit is this cover, this homage to, you know, Amazing Fantasy, the first appearance of Spider-Man. So without this cover, this black suit might not have ever taken off, although probably would have, just based on, you know, the cool factor of the design of the suit. But yeah, this is the cover that launched that suit, and the rest is history. The black suit Spider-Man became one of the most popular, you know, images during this time, and it propelled Spider-Man. And then, of course, led to it becoming a symbiote and developing into Spawn, which, you know, relates to McFarlane, whom we previously covered in the previous battle. So that's my choice, ASM 252. All right, moving on. Oh, this is a classic battle. Now, this is again an instance where the viewers and myself have consistently chosen these two covers throughout the matchups. It's really been like no contest. These covers have been winning, you know, like 8-2 margins in terms of the vote. But now that they're facing off against each other, it will be interesting to see what you fans, you know, where the fans kind of land on these two. Now, I think both are iconic covers. Both are, you know, sort of images that have kind of defined each artist's careers. Especially, not that the Batman defined Jim Lee's career, but it definitely, this Batman Hush run gave him sort of, you know, a new lease on his career at DC. Given the popularity of his comeback to sort of the major, you know, the major publishing arena after sort of disappointing stints at Image, as well as a sort of a disappointing stint in a return to Marvel. But this one definitely came back strong with the Batman cover. And of course, Eric Larson, this is, you know, this is kind of one of the iconic images, some of his finest work while he was doing Spider-Man at Marvel before he jumped ship and then went over to Image. So yeah, tough choice, but I'm gonna have to go with my my favorite artist, and that is Jim Lee. So Batman 608, the second print, this is a Virgin Image, gets the victory. All right, so our last matchup. This is Secret Wars number 8 versus Batman 612. Jim Lee versus Mike Zeck. Again, two covers that have consistently been popular. That's why they're in the Elite Eight. They've just survived because of their sort of just legendary status in collecting. And it's been interesting. I think overwhelmingly, the Secret Wars 8 has gotten the most votes. It's pretty much handedly defeated every cover that's it's come into battle with. But who knows? You know, this Jim Lee is quite formidable as well. It's also been very popular. And I'm curious to know what you guys are going to vote on this one, but I know what my choice is. And even though I went with Jim Lee on the previous one, I'm going to have to go with Mike Zeck on this one, just because, again, if we're talking, one of the standards I use in these comic cover battles is its stature in collecting. It's sort of, you know, not there are a lot of beautiful covers out there, but there are a few that are covers to key books and also covers to really popular moments in comic book history. And so I think Secret Wars #8, this is the origin of the black suit, just an iconic image. You really can't get more, I guess, you can't be more famous in terms of imaging than this cover. Okay, so that is our choice, Secret Wars #8. Now, these have been fun battles. We're down to our final 4. So be sure to vote for your favorites. I'm sure you'll either agree or disagree with my choices. Make that known in the comments. And again, you can go onto our Instagram channel tomorrow, March 26th, and vote in our story polls. The story polls will be there sometime in the morning. Just click on our story, the Elite 8 stories, and you can vote there as well. 2 ways to vote. All right. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Take care.